So season 12 has been out for a while, and I don't know about you guys, but this season feels kind of bad to me. With the new game mode, a new hero, how could the season possibly be bad? And that's what I want to discuss with you guys today. So get your comments ready, grab some popcorn, and listen to me rant. Now the first thing I want to discuss about is the Clash game mode, and I do like the game mode overall, except for the last 2 points. Now I'm not saying that I copied what Spylo said, but I think he said it the best, and that it kind of just feels like it's 2CP, but with more steps. And it kind of makes sense because the new maps of Hanaoka and Throne of Anubis are based off Hanamura and Temple of Anubis. And if you played Overwatch 1 or 2CP in general, you'll know that the issue was never the first point, but rather the last one. And it feels the exact same way in this new Clash game mode. The 3 middle points are really easy to get, but that last one is nearly impossible to obtain. Like, I think out of all my time playing this stupid Clash game mode, like I've only captured that last point once in my entire Overwatch career. Cause like, even if you team wipe them, you legit just have to be the better team like 3 for 3 in a row. And if the matches are tight like the girls Diddy likes, every single match is gonna go all the way to the end 4-4 down to the wire. And because of that, it feels like it's really a waste of ultimates if you start to invest at the last point. Since the team is right there, if you invest 1 or 2 ults, the goobers are just gonna come right back out of their spawn in like 10 seconds. And if you can't kill them in the neutral game and they start investing ults, well, GG. And usually, ultimates are better than just normal abilities, unless your name is Kirika. Now, I'm not saying to remove this game mode overall, since I just did like a whole shebang about how bad it feels, but I feel like that this game mode should have some adjustments, maybe something like making the last point capture a bit faster than the middle ones. But at the same time, there is an argument that there's high risk and high reward, as I've had games last for like literally 2 minutes, because the other team or our team just captured every single part in like 2 minutes. But moving on from that new problem, let's talk about the new hero, Juno. Now with Juno, I am not gonna lie, I was a pretty big hater at the beginning. Since at the beginning of every new Overwatch season, especially with a new hero, everyone's just trying to make this new bitch their main, and that in turn makes me and your games probably very miserable. I also felt like she didn't really offer anything that other characters do. If I wanted speed, I'd simply just play Lucio. And at the same time, Juno offers no hard utility like a Kiriko Suzu or an Ana anti-nade. But the more and more that I play, I think one combo that's really fun is Lucio Juno, since you can have like 100% uptime on a speed boost, which is pretty darn fun if I do say so myself. But besides that, I think everything else in her kit is pretty okay. Like, it's not bad. Like, her torpedoes are honestly pretty good, but it's pretty reactable. And it also feels kind of weird that like you can't use your torpedoes on your teammates and heal them at the same time. I feel like it might be more fluid, but it also might be too much healing maybe. And then for her ultimate, it feels kind of awkward to use, as you place it and then it moves like really slow across the like way you were looking. I kind of feel like it's like a worse version of Kiriko's Rush or Kitsune Rush or whatever, besides like the healing and the damage boost. But with Kiriko's you get movement and a rate of fire buff, which in my opinion is better, because with the rate of fire buff you can heal faster than that orbital laser. And I mean, with all the complaining I just did, I don't really think Juno is a terrible character. Like, honestly, she's really fun to play. She's like a super mobile, fun Vietnamese Ana, which I also think it's funny because I feel like she's the only like Vietnamese gaming character I've ever seen in gaming. But with that being said, weirdly, her hyper ring has enabled one character, which I also think relates to a whole nother issue, and that is Diva and armor changes. Now, if you haven't been playing Overwatch, I don't blame you, because this bitch Diva is like the epitome of the game right now. And especially with the armor adjustments back then, alongside with a 3.5 second defense matrix, bro, this hoe just never dies. And on top of that, when Diva starts flying through that freaking hyper ring, bro, she is zooming at you at Mach speed and just eating your asshole inside out with her freaking rockets and her shotguns. and the defense matrix in your face, you literally cannot do anything because one, defense matrix, and two, you do like piss damage to her armor. So it's like checkmate the moment that she starts flying into your face. And on top of that, I swear to God, every single game, the enemy team always picks that freaking invisible bitch Latina Sombra. And at the same time, while you're getting a defense matrix in your face, you're getting hacked and virused and you just get blown up. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Genji main and I try to make him work, but this season I feel like I've just absolutely not been able to get any mileage out of him, and I always end up having to switch to someone like Reaper so that I can literally survive. And yes, obviously it's a skill issue on my side, but like for the amount of effort that I have to put in on Genji, I'd rather blow up that Latina's teeth out with my shotguns rather than some shurikens. Going back to the armor changes, I think this has really affected like all the tanks in general. Like right now, it feels like Winston, Diva, and even sometimes Ryan, as with all that armor and their health, like it's pretty damn hard to kill them in the first place. And because of that, people without armor just get eaten alive. It's kind of funny because I feel like the point of Overwatch 2 and making it 5v5 is so that we're not shooting a tank constantly the entire time. And it doesn't really feel good shooting a person that literally cannot die because of how much armor they have. And on top of that, they nerfed a bunch of heroes down to 225 health, and it really just confuses me and a bunch of other people as well, I can imagine, about like what is the balancing team even wanting at this point. It almost brings the question up of should we bring back 6v6, but that's going to be a topic for another day. So if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you listening to my rant. If you have any opinions about the topics I brought up, feel free to discuss about them down below. You can discuss about whether I'm stinky, if the rule 34 for Juno is pretty hype, or if Diva needs to be put in the ground. I also want to mention that I'm trying to stream a little bit more, so if you want to pop by the stream and make fun about how bad I am, come to twitch.tv/vpizz. I try to stream every weekend, Friday and Saturday specifically, and I hope to see you there if you haven't been watching already. But with that being said, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace and love, baby.